setting up the digital output for pulses on a MAG5 or 6 transmitter. To set up the pulse output on a MAG5 or 6000, we first must enter the programming mode for the output setup. To do this, hold down the top up key for 2 seconds, press the lock unlock key, change key, and lock unlock key again. We are now in the setup mode. Press the right arrow key once to access the output menu. Press the lock unlock key. We are now, for the current output, we need to go to the digital, so press the right arrow key, then press the lock unlock key. We see our digital output is turned off. To set up the pulse, first we want to set the digital output to pulse. Use the lock unlock key and then the change key to set to pulse. Lock unlock key will accept that. Use the right arrow key, and now we can set up our volume per pulse. Use our lock unlock key and our change keys to set our amount per pulse. When complete, use the lock unlock key to accept that. Right arrow key determines whether our pulses will be unidirectional or bidirectional. Right arrow key sets our pulse width. If we wish to change that, use the lock unlock key, select the value that you need, lock that in, right arrow key, and lastly we set our pulse polarity to either positive or negative depending on the requirements of our pulse recording device. And lastly, we have a pulse time constant. For highest performance, we should leave this at the minimum time. When complete, hold the top up arrow key for 2 seconds, and that will return you to the operator menu. The pulse output is now set up.